Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a Work Tough Gear Wednesday rendition. Listen, had a little curveball thrown at me for Blade Show, not a big deal. I wanted to get out and do a hard use video today for Work Tough Gear Wednesday of the Night Hunter. Things changed, that didn't happen, but I'm super excited to bring you this video. I got some new knives in. What I want to do is show you the knives that I got in. That's the first thing. Second thing I want to do is do a comparison of the line of Aurora Borealis knives. Alex with Aurora Borealis knives has a full line with Work Tough Gear. I get a lot of questions about his line, so I got a new one in from him with Work Tough Gear, so I want to do a comparison of his stuff. So that's the second thing. Third thing, we're going to talk a little bit about Blade Show. Before we get started, this is the Sylvania. Okay, what I'm going to do is kind of start unboxing things, showing you things. But I wanted to start with the intro. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We know that. We talk about that daily. I think it's important to talk about that. Just to show, that's why on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. What does that mean? All that means is, vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We sport Leo, all to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, personally, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, this is the Sylvania. It was designed by Isaac Thiel. Now, Isaac also designed the Night Hunter, which is going to be in this video. There are certain knives, guys, that you're going to hear if you're new here that are vibe knives. What I mean by vibe knife is this. There's something that resonates with me about that knife. It doesn't matter anything. It doesn't really factor in other than I'm drawn to the knife, right? It just resonates with me. This is a vibe knife. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason. Now it's a Scandi grind with a micro convex cutting edge. Every single Work Tough Gear has a micro convex cutting edge. Every one without fail, or at least the 40 or 50 that I've had and reviewed. It's either a high saber grind with a micro convex or a Scandi grind. This is a Scandi with that micro convex. To answer the question, this is a pot holder, so it's a camp knife, G10, and we've got some green liners there. It's the Sylvanus, and SK85. Dope knife. Now, I'm not sure when all the lines are coming out. One of the things that I want to do at Blade Show is talk to Mr. Vic about getting a schedule and a calendar. If you're not familiar, what Work Tough Gear does is they drop everything. They do everything in drops. It's just what they do. They're building, they're growing, and so when they have a drop, I'm going to try to let you know. Now, moving on. Another vibe knife. This one is from Eric Outer, designed by Eric Outer. I love Eric's designs. He has the Work Tough Chonto, and he has the Stinger. I love Eric's designs, and I love this one the same. This is the Carnivore. Now, this is a design that's been in the making for about 2 years. Again, there's something that resonates with me about this knife. You see the curvature of the handle, it's G10. You see the red liners. To me, now, most of, if not all, Work Tough Gears have a 90-degree spine. This is in SK85. This is a 2-year-old design. It was before Don Moore Kramer started Carnivora Tools. It was 2 years ago that this design process began. So we have the Carnivore. I absolutely adore it. I just barely wipe them off. Beautiful, beautiful edges. Work Tough Gear's edges are some of the best in the world. We've proven that through hard use time and time and time. And if you're new here, I know these past couple of weeks you've seen a lot of me just talking. I have over 2,000 hard use videos. Check those out. Now, we have a lashing hole there. We do have 2 different lanyard points there. A generous working choil. You see the fullers there. This one just screams stabber to me. I don't know why, but I absolutely love it. This is like a practical everyday knife. When I see it though, and it's Eric from Outer Limitless. Check his channel out. And Alex has a channel too, Aurora Borealis Knives. But when I see this, I think weapon. Just the straight line. The beauty is in the simplicity. I absolutely adore this. Some people don't like cutouts. I don't give a shit. I know with Work Tough gear, and that's a personal thing. I'm not knocking you for not liking it. I understand it. I'm just saying it doesn't bother me because I know with Work Tough gear, it's going to take a licking and keep on ticking. Now we're going to move on. Another one now. This is Dringer. Now, I have one with black micarta handle scales. Mr. Vic sent this one. The beautiful thing about doubles, getting doubles in is this, guys. When I get doubles in, one thing that it allows me to do is get these out to some other folks in the community, perpetuating the brand, getting other people to hold on to them. You see that G10 pattern? It's almost like a rattlesnake looking pattern. I love this knife. Now, this one is designed by John Nelson Griffith, does a lot of MMA, a lot of fighting, stuff like that. So this was designed with fighting in mind, but if you have, you know, anything about the sacks, these go all the way back to the 5th century, probably further than that. Some of these were found in 5th century Frankish graves, but this was an everyday knife. It's a wonderful design. It has plenty. To the dumbass who kept trying to compare it to a cleaver, you're a dumbass. It's not a cleaver, it's a sax, multi-use, very light in hand. Again, now this one's sharp as shit. They all are, but this one's like next level slicey, and we'll probably put out a short or two with it. And again, the beautiful thing about the doubles is it lets me perpetuate the brand by sending it. And here's the other thing it does. It lets me send it to some channels who don't get a big selection of knives, okay? When I get back, we're going to start sending stuff out more and more, but it also allows me to keep stuff here. I don't sell these. I never sell them. I don't care what anybody else does. I don't. What people don't realize, and I'll get this comment a lot, well, they just give them to YouTubers. If I was a YouTuber, listen, be a YouTuber. It's easy. You want to get knives? Here's a tip from Old Scabber. Start your channel. Listen to all the whine and bullshit comments, the one, you know, kind of like the ones you're leaving about, they only send them to YouTubers. Build it up. It's not hard. Get you 10, 20, 30, 40,000 subscribers. Not hard. Just put in the work. And then whatever knife company you want to do, start a day for them, you know, kind of like I did with Work Tough Gear, where it goes worldwide, like Work Tough Wednesday. You do that, and you're in there. Easy breezy, nothing to it. Not a thing. You need to cut me a check for royalties because I just made your career and got you a bunch of knives. Now, moving on. Somebody get mad at that, and I really don't give a shit. The Famine, another double, which I'm so excited to have this. I want to do a comparison. I don't know if this one seems a little thinner than the original. May not be, so don't hold me to that. Harpoon tip, working choil. This one is dropping June 16th. I know that for a fact. Now, this is SK85. It was designed by Keith McKenzie, my dude. I absolutely love this knife. It just resonates with me. I love it. A lot of hard use reviews on it. But here's the thing. This is one with a high saber grind and a micro convex cutting edge. But you see what I'm talking about there. There's your high saber, and it's just done really, really well. Harpoon tip, the working choil, the whole deal. Now, for those of you who do want to jump on this, June 16th, but here's the important thing. They always do their drops on their website. I'll put the website in the description. I'll put it in the description. Go to their website. It's always 5 p.m. Pacific time. So if there's a particular drop you want, 5 p.m. Pacific time on Work Tough Gear, it's typically on the day, June 16th. Be on the website when they drop and you can snatch one up. If you're on Facebook, two things. If you're on Facebook, one, follow me on Facebook, Choir Boys Outdoors. Same as the name here. I try to put a lot of shorts and pictures and stuff up. Follow me there. But two, Work Tough Gear. That's Work, T-U-F-F, Gear, Adventure Team. If you join the Facebook page, Work Tough Gear Adventure Team, a lot of times they'll tell you when these are dropping. The other side of that is there's a lot of guys on there who have knives who they don't use. They bought them for whatever reason, and they get rid of them. And you can get some really, I've seen some really good pricing on there. You may want to check that out. Plus, it's just a dope community, man. Everybody's super cool, and that's something that should be cherished. Now, moving on. I'm trying to keep this under 20 for a lot of reasons. I was told today at work, or was asked today at work, if I could run to Nashville tomorrow. So that's about a 9-hour trip. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to work most of the day, then shoot up to Nashville, be at the job site early Friday morning, drop off some rails, and then haul ass back to Atlanta and meet Donnie B all day, and then we should be able to meet Joe after that. But we got to make a little 9-hour detour. Now, this one, I'm super stoked. I'm stoked about all of them, man. I love Work Tough gear because here's why. It ain't about getting free knives. I give a shit about that. I would spend money with Work Tough gear, right? The thing that excites me about Work Tough gear is you know the quality's always going to be there. You know it's going to be sharp as shit. You know it's going to be well built. And I'm going to be honest with you. These guys have some of the fastest shipping in the game. I know that they ship from Taiwan to here in 3 to 4 days. It's not 5 days. It gets here in a hurry, and I've heard nothing but good things. This is the Nomad Camp 12. Zeke Minacho designed it, much longer version, or it is the longer version of the Nomad Camp. This thing is an absolute wrecking machine, but just like all Work Tough gear knives, I'll show you a picture of that edge. Comes razor damn sharp. The thing is, they don't make sharpened pry bars. They don't. They make cutting tools. This is a cutting tool. It just happens to be a beast. I absolutely love it. The Nomad Camp. Now, I've got a lot of Zeke's designs too. I'm a big fan of Zeke Minacho's designs. A couple more to show you, and then I want to do a couple comparisons, and I'll let you guys go. Let me see. Okay. You've seen this one before, but you don't. The thing with this is the Night Hunter. I love this blue. I love the recurve. That is just gorgeous. And I want to thank Jacob Lamb for sending me this, for gifting me this. This was actually a Work Tough gear grill knife. Thank you, Jacob, for doing so. That is just, you don't understand. Now, Isaac Thiel designed this one, okay? That's just dope, and it's huge. You don't really realize how big that damn knife is until you hold it up to a couple more. Now, I've done shorts with all of these. Work Tough gear, Night Hunter. I'm taking this one with me to Blade so Donnie can play with it, Joe can play with it, but I love it. Okay, coming on down to it, and I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of you at Blade Show. I'm looking forward to that more than the knives. I mean, I'll walk through and ooh and ah and all that, but I'm really, really honestly looking forward more to meeting a lot of you, shaking hands, taking pictures, kissing babies, doing all that shit you do, you know. Now, the last one I'm going to show you that got sent in is the Grizzly. And it is designed by Alex from Alex Aurora Borealis Knives. So, this is the Grizzly. Gorgeous look. The thing I like about Alex, we talk about the simplicity in the design. I mean, that's just a knife. It's a beast of a knife. But I wanted to show you some comparisons because a couple of you guys have asked me. Now, this is in Bowler K329 steel. Okay, so let's go first. Let's compare it to the Kodiak. So we're going to go Kodiak. This is the Kodiak, one of my all-time favorites. Tremendous chopper, awesome camp knife. This thing is a beast. So right there, it looks a lot the same. I mean, it really does. And the difference might be that choil. Alex, if you're watching this video, buddy, answer, because that's the same damn knife. Except the Grizzly has the choil. That's what we're going to say anyway. Now, there's these two. And again, the Kodiak, to me, is underrated as a chopper. I think I got through a 4x4 in like 30-something seconds with the Kodiak. Absolute monster knife. The other one that I wanted to compare it to, here it is the Mountain Lion. The Mountain Lion. Now, the Mountain Lion, let's take a look. The Mountain Lion is close to the same size as the Wolverine, but again, it has that choil. So, Kodiak in the middle, Grizzly, and Mountain Lion. These two are the same except the choil, and I'd be willing to bet that this is about the same size as the Wolverine, but it has the choil. And again, you see with Alex's designs, they're very, very, and don't get me wrong. To me, simple is awesome when it comes to a knife. It's a cutting tool. I don't need, now, I like some of my space age stuff. Y'all know that. But when it comes to just cutting tools, the beauty's in the simplicity, and I love them. So here's the deal. There's your comparisons. Guys, listen, when I get home, I should be home Monday sometime. We'll start hard use reviews. We'll start hitting it again. Do me a favor. Tomorrow, obviously, I'm going to be on the road. Riding with Scab. Let's do it. But I want to do a riding with Scab differently, okay? Because a lot of times I get up here and say slick stuff, funny stuff, and all that stuff, and God knows how humorous I can be. But I want to answer some of your questions. So if you have a question, what's favorite knife, anything like that, put it in the comments, and tomorrow on the way to Nashville, because it's a 9-damn-hour trip, put them in the comments. Tomorrow we're going to do a riding with Scab, Answering Questions edition. I've been wanting to do it. I'd love to do it. Now, you also know that I'm not a believer in there are no stupid questions. There most certainly are stupid questions, okay? I can't answer why my eye floats or this ear's lower than the other or I do half the shit I do. So let's take those off the table. But if you got a question, what's my favorite knife? What's my favorite knife brand? Do I prefer this or that? Hit me up. Let me know. We'll do a riding with Scab. To everybody that's going to be at Blade, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Donnie, D-Bad, Joe, two of my brothers. I cannot wait to meet up with them. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be a good time. Last thing, comments. A lot of you guys take a lot of time and a lot of effort putting in comments. I am so very appreciative. And if you follow the channel, you know that I heart and like every one. And I do read every single one. Now, let me say this. Some of you guys put in a ton of time just going through and making sure you comment. That is so appreciated. Okay. And I read everything and I heart and I like it. And I probably respond to probably 90% of the comments. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. It helps the channel. It helps the algorithm. It does a lot of things. That being said, over these next couple days, it's probably, honest to God, going to be Saturday night. Well, it's probably going to be Monday before I can jump on comments. I take probably an hour and a half to 2 hours every day, God's honest truth, answering comments. So please, if you're new here and you comment, you're like, this asshole don't, I answer comments. It's just the next couple days are going to be crazy. And carrying a 16 or 30 foot long trailer with about 20,000 pounds on it and answering comments probably ain't great. So I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless y'all. I hope he does. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you for the support. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Doo-doo-doo. Love y'all.